You are now live. Today's episode was all about Goku, so it was just made sense to wear a Goku shirt today. Um, okay. So Lexi, if you're here, um, I don't think the live stream is working going to my YouTube channel because I clicked on the link it said the live stream would be on and it just went completely nowhere.
You want me to check me?
I'm whipping out my channel right now, try to check the live stream, which is okay because it give everybody time to get on here.
It says live now.
It does?
Let me check.
Is it showing me? Looking good? Oh, yeah, it is working, I guess.
You froze? What, click on it? Let's see.
No, I can see it.
You are live!
Nice. Is the volume working on that? Excuse me. Okay, good. You're live! Well, yeah, it's a 30-second delay. All right, guys. Close. Okay. All right, so what you got? Welcome everybody to the show. Thanks for giving me a second to get things going here. But so I just finished watching both episodes. I actually had a wedding last night, and then I'm getting to be a little sick somehow. I don't know what's going on, but I was feeling like crap last night, and then I went to sleep. Not early actually. I stayed up a little late. And I woke up this morning at 9:30, and then I'm doing the show at 11. So I was like, "Oh crap!" I like jumped out of bed. Erica's like, "Where are you going?" I'm like, "I gotta go watch Dragon Ball Super. I gotta talk. I'm gonna be talking about the episode at 11. I only have an hour to watch both episodes and digest everything that's happened, you know." So that was that, and now here we are. Hey, what's up, Mr. Sarit? I can never say your name right. Good morning, John. So guys, I already have my expectations as to what the end of the episode meant when Freeza says to Goku, "This reminds me of what happened on Planet Namek." But we'll get to that. It's pretty to me. It's pretty obvious to what's going to happen after seeing Frieza's interactions while watching Goku fight Jiren. Clearly, Frieza knows that he's nowhere near reaching the level to take on Jiren yet. So obviously he's going to do what he does best, which is scheming, you know? And for those of you guys watching this right now on YouTube, make sure you click the link in the info section below and you come to my Gravy Live show so we can interact. So, yeah, Jiren is crazy strong. So I thought it was really interesting how the episode starts off, the first episode, and, you know, like Brienne, is that how you say her name? She is so annoying to me. I do not like her as a character. You know, like I understand the concept, power of love. I don't know why they made a being that's supposed to be like worshipped as a love, though she wants to be worshipped as a love god, while she went from being super cute to super ugly. First of all, you would think that like the love god would be actually good looking. Um, but anyways, so I don't like how they made her power basically a love spirit bomb when she was attacking Goku, you know, kind of like showing us what was going to happen between the Goku fight and Jiren. Like there was no creativity. The fight with Goku and Brienne, even though it was meaningless because Goku could have easily taken her out, she was basically just kind of doing the same thing that Goku was going to do to Jiren, which was a big spirit bomb, but she did a big hot spirit bomb, you know? So that was ridiculous. And that whole anytime they bring out those girls, it's just super annoying. But I'm sure there's girls that watch that like that stuff, or maybe some dudes. I don't know. I don't like it. I think they're dumb characters. But also while you're sitting there watching and you're anticipating like the actual fight between Goku and Jiren, it's kind of hard to want to see those scenes. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly, Montana. Exactly what I was thinking. Wasted Jiren versus Goku time. And it also looks like it was confirmed in these episodes that Jiren is the mortal that is stronger than a god. There's speculation that Jiren at some point was a god, and then maybe he stepped down from his mantle and let Clownface take over. We don't know that yet, but that is speculation. And that entire fight scene was really friggin' cool in my opinion. And it was nice. It was nice to see Goku kind of go through his steps, and like testing Jiren's strength. And aside from that, Krillin like assuring everybody like, no, he's just testing him out. It's like we all know he's testing him out by now. That's what he does every single fight since like back in the day. I'm bringing my buddy Eric on here. Yeah, I was gonna say that too. Easy 806. The face on Lord Beerus when he realized Goku literally just surpassed him was priceless. Because at the end of the day, guys, if Jiren is stronger than, a god of destruction, and obviously with Beerus being a god of destruction, just for Goku to be able to go toe to toe with Jiren would mean that he's definitely stronger than Beerus. Is it lat day already? Oh, okay, we try again. Invite to stage. And guys, I'm sorry about my voice and having to blow my nose, but I am getting a little sick, so I'll try to do it over here.
You never blow your nose in front of everybody, babe?
Well, I don't want them to have to hear it every time.
Yeah, you might blow the microphone.
Yeah, right?
What's going on, guys?
So Eric, you watched both episodes, right?
Not 100%, but I am catching up as we speak.
Did you watch the first one at least?
Yes.
So what'd you think?
I didn't like that the girl from the universe. It's just too annoying, too lovey-dovey type stuff. I'm not a big fan of that person, but I just wanted them to go straight to the Jared fight. Nothing in between, nothing interfering. So, and then him when he's powering up without even like moving a muscle, and Goku's struggling to sit there. That was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, well, as we started to see, but you didn't see yet. It looked like Jiren is just flashing his eyes, and that's what's doing all these movements. But Jiren was actually moving his hands so fast that nobody could see it. Like even when Goku flew at Jiren and then got knocked away, Jiren literally just punched him 6 times, like faster than the speed of like light times 100. I don't even know. Like he just like took him out. So have you completed episode 1 yet? At least.
Episode 1?
Well, of the 2 episodes.
That the last part of the special I haven't finished yet, but at least I'm watching as we speak. I'm getting like just the highlights basically, so I can keep track with everyone.
So, so you saw the transformation though, right?
Yes, and blown away obviously, but for Jiren aspect. Obviously being so strong because I believe he retained 92% of his god power, and that is why he's still strong. Because when you step down from god power, from what I was reading one of the forums, they do take some of that essence away, but they allow you to retain most of it depending on your reasoning for stepping down.
So that way, basically, you're not immortal anymore, but you're still really strong.
Yeah, he's mortal. Obviously, because we've heard that before, if in fact Jared is the one they are talking about, which at this point it's got to be because no one else has really stepped to the stage. But he's got so much strength without even flexing a muscle.
Yeah, well, it begs the question too. I mean, energy is like what sustains life. So. Maybe now he's mortal, but he has so much power that he's probably still going to live forever. You know what I mean? It almost seems like it's getting to the point to now where these characters have so much energy stored up that it's furthering their life expectancy. At least that's what it's saying to me, which I think is pretty cool. But I
mean, Goku's got all this power. Everyone else around him is kind of growing up, and you can see their age progressing. But Goku is still the same, age looking at least. So, I mean, that what you just said does have some effect.
Well, yeah, but also Saiyans retain their youth until they're like 80. So their youthfulness. So there is that. So we don't know. I mean, they could always change the storyline. All these things change. So let's talk about an interesting scene that I thought was cool. Excuse me. So, you know, throughout the whole fight, I was just waiting because I love Whis' reactions. Like everyone's like freaked out and freaking out, and Beerus is freaking out. Jiren deflects a spirit bomb with a Kaioken times 20 push. Goku has never had that happen to him. Yeah, exactly, Smitty. And the transformation itself, as Whis explained it, which I thought was cool, and that's kind of what I was getting at, where everyone's like kind of shocked, where Whis is more like in a state of like being amazed because they're witnessing the Ultra Instinct form for probably the first time in probably millions of years because they never talk about it, and clearly none of the gods on that stage, they knew what it was, but they looked like they'd never seen it before, else they wouldn't have been so shocked. Granted, they were shocked it was coming from Goku, but still. But when Whis was explaining what happened, I just thought that was really cool. How basically he was saying that when the void exploded, again, that energy is still like positive energy, So when that void exploded and Goku resisted it, it just kind of like fused with him, I thought that was a really cool way. Like, I didn't want the transformation to be like your typical transformation where he just gets angry and like explodes with power. Like, that was a really cool way to change up the transformation to make it look like he was basically dead.
Either that, or it was part of his plan the whole time to absorb, most of that power to begin with, to kind of push him. He needed something to push him beyond his limit. He knew he was at his limit. He needed something almost outside of his own body to be able to break that limit so he can step in through, the next phase.
Yeah, and actually Montana just brought up a really good point in the episode where Whis is talking to Vegeta and Goku, where he's talking about how your body will move on instinct without you even thinking about it. And then Whis steps in like poop. And then Goku's like, well, then how come you stepped in poop? And he's like, well, my feet think on their own.
This is true.
But, that's why Whis was, yeah, exactly. So, yeah, Spawn and Montana. That's an interesting point. And what's funny, Montana, is I believe that episode you're talking about was the episode that aired last week on Adult Swim. So it's interesting as I'm watching Super on Adult Swim in the English dub, which is a new episode every week. It's the way that I doubt they did it on purpose, but as new episodes come out in Japanese, and then you watch where they're at now in Super on Adult Swim, a lot of the things are starting to line up. Like, things you noticed from the beginning are starting to line up with things that are going on now, which is really interesting to me.
See, I just played that scene again when he's powering up the spirit bomb, and basically it gets to a certain point because of the Kaioken times 20, where it creates that void. Goku's face is totally shocked. So he at least at that point he didn't know what was going to happen. So when that happened, it like blew his mind. So now he's pretty much he's fresh from the boat. He doesn't know what's going to happen, what's going on. He's just kind of he's letting it happen and see what goes from there. So obviously maybe part of his plan was to absorb some of the spirit bomb
to begin with, right?
The other half was kind of like fly by the seat of his pants, like he's kind of always done. So
yeah, like he knew in the back of his head, like, hey, I've absorbed a spirit bomb before, so if push comes to shove, I can absorb this thing. I was watching, guys, I don't know about you, but the scene where Goku's on top of the mountain and he's holding the spirit bomb and Jiren's looking at him, that would make a sick poster. Like that image right there, that was like really cool. What's Montana saying? Well, it's so sad for Vegeta that Goku always gets the super forms first. Makes me mad. Yeah, I know. Well, and Vegeta was so pissed.
That's their back and forth play, though. Goku hits that new limit, and then Vegeta sees it, and Vegeta pushes himself beyond that. So and then they got their rival.
Yeah, exactly. And there is a lot of playful back and forth with those two. I thought it was funny how Vegeta was like, I'm not giving you any of my energy. Even Freeza gave energy. Frieza's like, oh yeah, here you go. I don't care. Take some energy, and then goes to wonder, like, maybe Vegeta knew, that if he gave Goku some of his energy, that it could possibly spark a transformation. And he's just like, I'm not going to let you surpass me with my own energy. On top of being able to surpass me, I'm not going to sit here and wallow in my own defeat because I gave you enough energy to make the transformation.
Exactly.
Yeah, at least this time, neither of them even know how they got their form. That's definitely true. Yeah. So that's a very good point. So Spawn saying, Eric, like, so maybe now they'll have a race to be able to retain this form, which I think is true because Goku has no idea how to make that transformation happen again. I mean, granted, it'll be easier the second time because he's achieved it, but yeah, he definitely doesn't know how to do it.
Well, yeah, and that's I mean, going back to the whole Super Saiyan phase on Namek, he reached his limit. He went pushed and got to Super Saiyan, but he didn't know how to go back to that until a year later on Yardrad when he learned how to maintain that form and do it over and over and over.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe this will be the same way. Hopefully, I'm not sure.
Well, Montana brought up another good point too, and I actually thought the same thing, Montana, because when they're all giving Goku his energy, I was thinking, well, if everyone gives Goku their energy, and Vegeta is still a trump card as well, because we don't know what Vegeta's capable of. Vegeta could be very well capable of that form right now, because we haven't seen Vegeta's limit yet. But before, not to get too off track, but I thought the line when Goku finally lost in the Spirit Bomb battle, when one of the gods was like, Goku's at the limit of his limit.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was a really cool line that was said. But I thought the same thing, Montana. What if Vegeta gave Goku all of his energy, then he wouldn't have energy left to transform or, to take over just in case that Goku didn't make it, It's very interesting. So let's do a poll real quick. Let me see here. Where's props? Quick poll. Poll question. What is Frieza up to? All right. So choice one is, so this is what I think. When Frieza at the very end, Eric, you haven't seen this yet. So after Goku loses Ultra Instinct, he basically talks to Vegeta, and then he instant transmissions away to be able to recover. But Frieza was keeping a close eye on him, and then it shows Frieza with like malicious intent looking at Goku with his arm extended, and he's like, this brings back memories of Namek when he has like his purple power like forming in his hand. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, yeah.
And so Goku's looking at Frieza, and Frieza has a face like he's gonna kill Goku, but I just think that Frieza is gonna give Goku his power. That's what I think is gonna happen.
Like how he just gave it some of the energy for the Spirit Bomb, like that, or what do you mean?
No, because in the Namek battle, when Frieza was half dead, Goku extended his hand, and he's like, I'm gonna give you some of my power so that you can live. And then obviously Frieza took his power and killed him.
You think Frieza's gonna finally turn the table and give him, do the same thing for him, like a warrior instinct type thing?
Yeah, I just think that start poll. I just think that if you look at the episode, as Frieza's watching the fight happen, Frieza could have obtained some newer power or advanced his power. But Frieza's not, as much as a douchebag Frieza is not the kind of person to screw around. So he's probably watching the battle, and he was kind of laughing, and he probably realized that Goku did surpass him, And even when Goku came back to life, I'm pretty sure I remember Frieza saying, like, I'd expect nothing less from Goku, And Goku has this innate ability to win over the respect of all of his enemies, Even Lord Beerus, who could care less about Goku from the very beginning, is now like in awe of his power, And Goku.
Yeah, and that's the part I'm at right now. He's about to come back to life, so it's getting good.
Only 5 votes. Come on, there's 16 watching. What do you guys think? Click on those votes, these polls. I want to see your polls. So far, I only have a few supporters of my theory. So now it's 50-50. Try to attack Goku. So so I explained my reasoning. Which one of you guys thinks, for the people who do think that Frieza is going to try to attack Goku, I want to know maybe why. Yeah, I feel the same way, Smitty. I was a little surprised that Frieza was actually helping his teammates too. Oh, can we just talk about his betrayal of Frost real quick? How funny that was. I saw that coming up.
That was pretty awesome that he took care of him.
Yeah, sorry, I had to blow my nose. Yeah, because I was wondering. Yeah, I guess that's the best. Mr. Lisseret says because he's Frieza, that's why he's gonna betray Goku. Is it? Yeah, because well, I mean, we've already seen him betray Frost, which is what we're talking about now. I like how he's like, "Oh, can you manage this form?" And he gets super bulky, and then Frost is like, "Yeah, I can do that." And Frieza's like, "Good, now get the hell out of here!" Like, bam, get off the stage.
And then he just gets erased from there. So, but that was obviously part of Frieza's plan the whole time. Just didn't really inform anybody of it and how it was going to happen. But I think, yes, he's been helping his teammates out, but he's still got that ultimate back end plan in the long run. He's going for those Dragon Balls for some sort of scheme or something.
Yeah, but I don't know. But I also feel like he's realized that he's not going to win. And his best bet of not being erased is Goku winning. This is from Montana. I love that Beerus was so shocked when Goku was gone, and then after he came back, he was like, there he comes. Beerus is really likable. Yeah, I agree, Montana. Beerus' character, it's almost like Beerus is being humbled by Goku, where he was such a douche, but because of the immense power that Goku has been able to obtain. I don't know. Maybe he's humbled and he knows he might be out of a job soon. You know, all he does is sleep all day. If Goku was a god of destruction, he would probably never sleep. He would just keep trying to find people to fight and get stronger. You know, like the rest of his life. My friend's name is Eric.
Stanley at the end. Yes.
So no, I haven't seen any of the manga chapters recently spawn. Why? What happens? I saw in the manga, I did see him fighting all the gods of destruction and basically beating them all, which I thought was really cool.
Well, yeah, in the manga, everything's, a little more than it shows on the anime. How strong people are or how aggressive or, how mighty their gods might be, things like that. But again, the manga's always usually a little better.
Yeah, and it is fun to read. So you're still watching the end of the episode, Eric?
Yeah, it's getting to the very end there.
All right, I'm gonna let you finish that because I want you to be able to enjoy it. I'm gonna bring somebody else on stage. Then once you watch it, because you gotta watch the fight undistracted, or else you miss a few things.
No worries. But yeah, I can come back later. That's no problem.
All right, see you in a minute.
All right.
Does anybody else want to jump on stage and chat about some of these topics? I gotta let Eric. He's watching it and talking at the same time. He's not going to enjoy it as much, I feel. So we got to make sure that he really enjoys that. Let's see who we got over here in the chat. All right, guys. So who wants to? How many episodes in this season? Oh my gosh, I don't even know. What are they up to? What was it, episode 108? Yeah, I don't think that Hit is going to do much. I think Hit is going to basically just distract Jiren long enough for Goku to recover. Do you want to come on stage again, Smitty? Does anybody else want to come on stage? Is it really? I can refresh my page. Thanks for. All right, guys. I just I refreshed my page. Is that better? Okay. Yeah, just let me know down in the comment section. Thanks, guys. You didn't get the cord. That's okay. I have the cord. There we go. It's okay, Smitty. I have my cord plugged in, and I think the main issue was my computer. So we'll get Smitty back on the show. So I saw you typing in the chat down there. Shimmy, I'm gonna send you a light soon. I'm gonna do like a giveaway for a light that you can light up your face a bit more.
Oh, the light.
Yeah. What are you doing in your room in the dark right now?
That might be a little bit better.
Yeah.
No.
There you go. We need to get Smitty some daylight LED bulbs. Oh, now
All I've got is this lamp
shows where you try to
and
mask
some
your
overhead
voice.
lights. It's not that great. Like, it's really not that great in here. And then that window is just a building. It's just another building. Like, my view is terrible.
Are you on your laptop?
Yeah, I am. And it's just not, I don't know, it's not that great.
Turn the other way so the light hits your face.
So, this way?
Like turn your whole body so you're facing the window and hold the laptop in front of you.
Okay, let's try. Because I'm on my desk right now. There's no space right here. Let me move some stuff up. See, this
Nice.
is why I drink this all the time. The water.
We're giving Smitty some video YouTube lessons right now. How to properly do it. See, we gotta get Smitty the hookup. There's my laptop, and then there's my lights, and there's my wife. Hey, babe. What's up?
What you doing, babe?
Yeah, I need a studio with a bunch of weight racks and stuff, so I can do my own vids. Stuff like that.
This is my man cave in my house. We'll be at the studio maybe next week. This is the man.
Cool. I was watching some of your older videos from like 2009 and the Via 10 and 2010 series. I like those. Those are really good.
Oh yeah, no, that was a pretty good series. That was like a year after I started. I was getting more into the groove of being on camera. Man,
yeah, that was really cool. You did a video where like you were pretending to be a model that just woke up in the morning, and I was dying laughing. I'm like, this guy is way more humble than he's acting. But that was good. Let's see if I can.
Thanks, man.
I don't know. Sorry if it's still dark.
There's a lot of people. So everybody who's watching on YouTube right now, I'm down here and I see your comments. Sorry, Smitty. Go click the link in the bio so you guys can join the live chat on Gravy Live, because that's where all the chat is actually happening. So I feel bad. I want to see, because there's a lot of people that on YouTube that haven't come over to the Gravy Live platform yet. But once you do, it's a lot of fun. Dragon Ball Addict. Frieza has a bigger plan against the gods. That's why he'll give Goku power so he can achieve the same state as Goku. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, I think Dragon Ball Addict brings up a really good point. You guys can't see this comment on Gravy because he's chatting with me on the live show on Older Humanity on YouTube. But I think that's a really good point, Smitty. Like, Frieza does not want to go back to hell. Like, that's just what's happening out there. Hey, what's up, Ramon? Thank you, Maddie. Oh, there we go. We got some more people coming in now. Andrew's back. Andrew, I'm only going to let you come on if you show me what you've worked on so far for my Vegeta scroll. But, yeah. But, Frieza does not want to go back to hell, like, at all. And I actually just got in the mail part 2 of season 1 of Dragon Ball Super, and it's actually the whole Frieza fight. So obviously it starts off with Frieza in his little cocoon, like being tormented by all the little cute animals, which is just absolutely hilarious, in my opinion. What do you think?
That is funny. I was thinking getting erased is a lot worse than being in hell. So, like, why I said that Frieza was going to help Goku is because he doesn't want to get erased. Even though hell is terrible torture, but being erased, you're just nothing. So it's either live miserable life or don't exist at all. It's like, man.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, man. I think it's much better to be alive with the possibility of coming back to life, which he knows is a possibility because he's come back to life once. But
yeah, might as well hold on to that chance, that very slim chance.
So here's a good question from Vidlink. Do you think Goku will be able to beat Jiren on his own, or will it be the same sort of team effort? That's a good question. And I know we started talking about Hit, but we didn't really complete that talk. So in terms of Hit being able to fight Jiren, I don't know. I don't think Hit has achieved any sort of level that would put him on the same level with Jiren. But it did look like in the preview that he was landing a few blows, you know? So did Goku weaken Jiren a little bit? Did he have to use up some of his power? Or did Hit's time skip get, you know, much faster? You know, that's what I'm thinking.
I'd say the same. I don't think Goku's going to be able to beat him by himself because Jiren's just way too powerful. He went from base to blue to something new, and he's still getting blasted all over the place. I don't think it's going to happen. Maybe some team effort. I don't know, but it's going to take a lot of people.
Yeah, man. What did you think about when Jiren first saw Goku transform, and it's like that instant kick that nobody saw happen besides Jiren, where Goku we've never seen Goku kick like that before. He did like a Zohan kick. You know the movie The Zohan? He's like just flying across.
Yeah. Gohan has a crazy fighting style. It's amazing. He's like one of the more like karate type characters. He'll bust something out on you. That was like Goku being super serious. Like he was legit. Like I've got to beat this guy because I've got nothing left. So Goku was desperate. He was really powerful, but he was desperate at the same time, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I thought it was funny. Like I don't know if you guys are fans of The Simpsons, but there's an episode where Lisa. They go to like this amusement park, and Lisa falls in the water, and she gets all trippy. She's like, I can see music, and her hands are moving. That's kind of what like Goku reminded me of, where he's like just moving his hands and his legs, and he's like, what is happening? Miss Alert remembers that, right? That's so funny. Hey, real quick, guys, make sure if you're new to the show that you scroll up and click on that blue follow button so you can be notified whenever I do new episodes in the future, because I am going to be doing fitness stuff here too in my studio. It's just this was an epic event, so we had to save it just for Dragon Ball Super. But yeah, so hold on one second. Too many tabs open on my computer. I'm trying to go back and forth between here and YouTube so you guys on YouTube can come on down. What is this? People say some weird stuff. Look at this guy. Fly to Ireland and fight me, you innocent fool. Little slap you around, ye harmless sewer rat. All right. I've already been to Ireland, and you were nowhere to be found, so.
Someone challenge you?
I don't think so. That was challenging me. Freeza would get sliced up on the streets of Dublin. He's soft as snow. What the hell? You guys are crazy.
That's good.
And now he's like, straight out, boys. Anyone else think Hillary Clinton is looking well for her age? I'm just saying I'd give it to her. Interesting conversation. We can talk about it. Just bring it down over to Gravy Live, guys. We can chat about it.
Yeah.
For those of you who are still commenting on YouTube, you have to go in the info section of this video on YouTube and click the link to go to my Gravy Live show. That is where the live chat is happening. And if you cannot see Smitty, it's because it's on the Gravy Live platform. It takes 2 seconds. Come make the trip. Come make the trip over the Gravy so we can live chat and talk about the show. McGregor is desperate. Spawn. McGregor is desperate for
$1. You see his suit at his interview? The post-fight interview? The money suit he was wearing?
Yeah, it was interesting.
I'm wondering the how many decimals is in that price tag. I'm wondering.
I mean, he probably got it for free, you know?
No, that's true.
Let's see what Eric has to say. Spawn, I believe Goku can't beat Jiren yet because Jiren has been to that Ultra Instinct before as a god, so he still retains a lot of that power. Well, we don't know if Jiren has really hit Ultra Instinct, do we? Did I miss something? Did you catch something that we missed?
He fights pretty fast though. Like you can't can't see it.
Sorry guys, I know it sucks. But yeah, I mean, I guess we're led to believe that because how else would Jiren be able to keep up with Ultra Instinct if he was not already in that form himself? And if it's a level that surpasses the gods and he is stronger than the god of destruction of his universe, then maybe he's been able to obtain and retain the Ultra Instinct form. What's this vid link? The new transformation reminded me of the Buddhist concept of transcendence. Oh, very cool.
Maybe they're trying to go that route.
Maybe.
Yeah, they should definitely go into more godlike powers for the characters there, rather than just over strength.
Well, we definitely think that Goku was stronger than Beerus while in that form. You know, and I gotta say, I'm disappointed because they kind of made us believe that Gohan and Vegeta were going to do something special, right? I feel like there was a build up with Gohan like getting his power back and hitting a mystic form of complete white light around him, and then there was a lot of spoilers released of titles of future episodes where it basically made it seem like Vegeta was going to take over and do something, but I don't know. Maybe they release some spoilers to throw us off because they know how active the community is. But I mean, it's just looking like the same old, dog and pony show where Goku is the one who just keeps kind of surpassing,
Yes, no one's really getting their time to shine anymore. Not even Vegeta as much. And I was hoping that, like you said, no one's really doing anything else. I was hoping that like Vegeta would bust out a new transformation or something like that. I was gonna say something else, but I forgot. I was gonna say with Goku dying, not dying, but when he disappeared after the Spirit Bomb, I thought he like resurrected himself because the way he kind of just stood up like back onto his feet, like that felt like he got like resurrection powers, like healing powers now or something.
Yeah, because he was gone. Not even Beerus could sense his energy. That's actually a really good point. I was thinking about that because, like he was gone. Like he was vaporized. He was completely gone, and then he just appeared in the middle, and he didn't look like any sort of instant transmission thing happened where, maybe he went like it looked like a black hole. Like maybe he went inside the black hole.
Yeah.
Maybe all that power,
it did.
all that power compressing created a black hole, and he disappeared to that void, and then maybe he instant transmission back to the stage. But yeah, they didn't really explain that. Although, like I said, it was a good information.
Yeah, what they should have did, they should have had Goku just kind of fall to the ground, let Vegeta go into the Spirit Bomb, absorb it, and then let Vegeta fight Jiren from there. That would have been cool. I'd like to see that.
I would like to see that too. Yeah. But I like Hit, but I'm not really that pumped for that because I just want to get back to the real action. Like it's filler action. Like we already know Hit doesn't stand a chance against new level Goku, so just get rid of him.
Yeah,
he's just a pawn like everybody else. He's a placeholder for the real fight.
True.
That's all they make Vegeta. Vegeta's just a placeholder. He's the warm up before the real fight. Which is sad because I am on Team Vegeta now.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball. What'd you say? Oh, that's a good. Yeah, I was thinking that too. I wanted because Freeza is just like Goku in terms of holding back power, which we saw was very, very easy to see when he's first introduced because, he had like 4 transformations, and we're like, when is this going to end? Like, how many more times is this dude going to transform? Remember the first time you watched the Freeza saga, you're like, oh my gosh, he keeps transforming and getting more powerful. So Freeza didn't have a trump card of his own, and I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, he keeps getting bigger and bigger, and then slims down. You're like, oh, he's finally done transforming, but he's crazy strong when he's done.
I don't know. I didn't hear that. VidLink says, did anyone else hear the Grand Priest call Xeno-sama father, or was that just me?
Yeah, when I watched it the first time, it was all Japanese, no subtitles, so I have no idea what father is. I don't know. I could go back and watch it, but I didn't hear it. And it was crazy. I couldn't find a link to 110 on time. I was watching this at like 10 o'clock at night. I know it was out for a couple hours.
Let's see what Andrew has to say. It's interesting, though, because Goku only had to transform once to match past that of 4 Frieza transformations. Yeah, that's definitely true.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you just blew all that energy transforming? Well, check this out. Well, yeah, but that's because Frieza was being a dick. Like, here's my transformation. Oh, you thought that was strong? Here's my next transformation. Because he could go from tiny to big. And by the way, I mean, I wish they would bring back Tiny Frieza. I like that form. I mean, we had Tiny Frieza when he first showed up on Earth, but I feel like he's not going to revert back to that form for a long time. He's going to stay in his silver form and then just go silver gold.
Yeah, he's very picky with his forms, unlike Frost.
Yeah, because even Frost stayed in his transformed state too.
Yeah, it's like the 3rd level at first, or something like that. 2nd level, whatever.
I'm reading some more of these comments here. Everyone's going nuts on the YouTube live chat. Like, come on, guys, come on over. Let's go chat and great.
How many people are watching on that one?
We got about 12 people watching there, and they're talking a lot about like Beerus and his transformation and fighting in Ireland. And a lot of people are excited for Hit versus Jiren. Like I said, I feel like that's just going to be a warm-up for the next episode where Goku gets some of his power back. I would love to see a fusion. That would be cool. Imagine like a
tournament, though.
Fusion.
Illegal.
I don't see any father word mentioned. Yeah, I didn't see anything either, Eric.
Same. I didn't see it. But right, yeah, when you for the poll earlier, when Frieza was standing over him, I saw him like the open hand. At first, I thought it was like this. I'm like, he's gonna freaking death beam him, but it was like this. I'm like, yeah, he might give him energy. So.
Well, that's what it looked like because at the end of the day, Frieza does not want to die. He doesn't want to be erased. That's been his plan from the beginning. He would like to get his wish, but number one, he doesn't want to die.
Yeah, it was hilarious how fast he snatched up Goku as soon as Vegeta turned away. I was like, damn, he's just gone.
Yeah, I mean, that's an interesting point. Did Goku instant transmission or did Frieza grab him? That's actually, you might be right. I think Frieza grabbed him.
Yeah,
because he never went like this. And usually when he disappeared, there was no smoke because there was some smoke there when he left, which indicated like being whisked away. Oh, that's a good point. What do you guys think?
So it wasn't Frieza using telekinesis then. So that was my best guess.
I mean, Frieza can move extremely fast. So if Vegeta's back was turned, that was an instant where Frieza could be like, boom.
True.
Yeah, exactly, Montana. So I guess it makes sense that maybe Frieza just kind of whisked him away,
Yeah, plus he didn't care too much after Goku was gone. He's like, let me go fight Ribrianne.
Yeah, exactly.
Her, why is she here so much? Like,
I don't know. I hate her. She is annoying. Oh, Eric brings up a good point. If Frieza was going to help, he's going to do it in secret. Yeah, that's definitely true. No, he doesn't want anybody to see him helping Goku, and he'll deny it.
Yeah, probably.
Gotta go. All right, have a good weekend, VidLink.
Shoot some holes in Goku.
I like fun. Frieza's gonna shoot some holes in Goku, then heal him because he's an ass. I could see that happening. Kidney punch.
Kidney punch. Team 4-star. Kidney punch.
But there was some truth to when the gods were talking, they're like, this fight between Goku and Jiren is important because it's basically going to make everybody else quit. And I was kind of thinking the same thing. I'm like, these dudes are going to see Goku and Jiren fight. What would even be the point of them continuing the battle? Because they know they're outclassed. You know what I mean? Unless they could all band together and attack Jiren at once. Well, maybe not everyone. We still have some powerful players. But the majority of those characters could all band together and attack Jiren, and Jiren could just stand there and use his like energy shield to blast them all off the stage. Oh, by the way, how cool was that scene when Goku gets blasted off and he just like grabs the top of the stage.
Yeah, that was dope, man. I was just like, did he just get knocked off the stage? Like, what the hell? They were about to press the button on his face and everything. I was like, oh, it's over. It's over. He's just holding on right there. I love that scene. And when he got up, he's like, where do you think you're going? Jiren's like, oh, shit. This guy's going to.
Dude, I'm still okay, bro. What's on? I like what Spawn said. And I agree with you, Spawn. I think Topo is a equally as annoying character as Brienne in his own way. It's like, dude, you're like a tunnel vision type person and you're annoying. Like, you need to go.
Yeah.
Like, get knocked off the stage, get vaporized. And what's Eric saying? Now, the question is, since last weekend there was no episode and we have 2 this weekend, does that mean we're back on track, or is next weekend a pause again? I hope not. There better not be a pause. And we talked about this last week, guys, where we were just like, what was the point of a 1-hour special with no special last week? I mean, no episode last week, right?
Yeah, they already previewed 111, which is Hit versus Jiren, so I think that's going to be on track. And then on YouTube, someone posted like the 2 episodes back to back, and they're only like 43 minutes, so not really a whole hour anyway.
Yeah, well, I mean, they say 1 hour because if it was on TV, it would be commercials, and it wouldn't be 30-minute slots. Oh, we got an hour special. Yeah, exactly, Spawn. Yeah, we were talking about this last week. So, speaking of hour specials, we can come back to Dragon Ball Super, obviously, if we have some more stuff in the comment section. Did you guys watch the 1-hour special of One Piece? Did you watch that, Smitty?
No, I didn't, but I want to hear your opinion on it.
Did anybody else in the chat watch the 1-hour special of One Piece where Luffy has to fight Sanji and he just takes a friggin' beating? Wait for some comments to pop up here.
But
do we have a lot?
Still using that. Sanji's still using that. I forget what it's called, but his leg kind of lights up on fire and stuff like that.
Yeah, the Diablo, whatever. Yeah. Damn. Nobody watched it. Now I can't talk about it because I'm gonna feel like a jerk if I give away spoilers. But I mean, it's a really emotional episode. I get more emotional watching anime than I do watching like doctor shows on TV. I don't even know. Erica made fun of me. Yeah. I was like, babe, this episode was really emotional. I need to go for a run. Oh, you're watching Sword Art Online? Nice, Montana. How awesome is that anime? And I was actually I watch a YouTube channel called Film Theorists. Do you guys watch that? Film Theory and Game Theory. And he was doing a video on Rick and Morty, and then he had brought up Sword Art Online, and he was mentioning how people like were giving him a lot of negative comments because they said that they hated Sword Art Online. And I'm like, that's one of my favorite animes. It is such a good story. I can't believe people hate it. Really pervy, I must say, the Sword Art Online, but that's Japanese anime. Yeah, see, Zach, Sword Art Online is my favorite anime. So have you seen it before, Smitty?
Me, I watched a little bit of it, but it didn't interest me because I thought it was going to be like Dot Hack Sign, if you ever saw that, because I thought it was the same concept, and that bored me as a child. But I've seen a couple fight scenes. They're actually pretty good. Animation's decent. What I really liked was Attack on Titan. That's something I had to catch up on recently. And their season 2 ended not too long ago, like before the summer. That's something I like.
I have it on my Crunchyroll queue. I haven't watched the latest episode of My Hero Academia yet, but I got to watch that today. Yeah, Attack on Titan, there was actually a video done, which is really funny. So the Game Theory YouTube channel did a video on Attack on Titan. So you know how in Attack on Titan, they basically once Wall Moria or Wall Rose, once the outside.
Yeah, it's one of those.
What is it?
I think it's like Maria or something.
Yeah, well, once that wall that was broken in the first season, and then like 250,000 people retreated inside the walls, and then they all basically got sent back out and were eaten by the Titans, because they were saying we don't have room. So on Game Theory, or it was the Film Theory channel. It's the same guy, has both channels. Yeah, Rose. Yeah, I think Rose was broken. Anyways, to make a long story short, he calculated like how big the walls really were and how big the space was in the walls. And then he had calculations to figure out like how much land you would need for housing and crops and livestock versus, how many people that were there. And he figured out that like, even if all those people came in and stayed inside the walls, that they still had enough room for like 1 million more people and they wouldn't be overpopulated for like 800 years or something like that. Yeah, you saw that. Yeah, so Mr. Lisserid is saying he saw the same thing. All right, Juan, have a great weekend, bro. Make sure you hit that follow button. But they had enough room for like an extra almost 1 million people to come in, and they would have had plenty of space for planting and livestock and everything else. They just sent all these people to their death. They couldn't do simple math.
It's too old. Yeah, I need to watch this guy because I have like the one thing I hate about the series that there were so many people dying that they started putting in like random people to just die, and I'm like, that character just showed up out of nowhere and just got eaten by Titans. Like, there was something I didn't like about season 2.
Bro, like that, it really freaks me out when I see them get eaten because they do like slow, like really slow. Like just kill me. just take this. Like they should have like pistols so they can kill themselves before they're eaten.
Yeah. They should. Games of Thrones, yeah. People just die left and right. It's really crazy how like one scene there was this mom and her daughter, and there's a Titan just eating the mom's leg, and she's still alive. I'm just like, well, who thinks of this stuff?
Yeah. Yeah. And then it was like a small Titan though. It was like a mini Titan.
Yeah. It might have been like 7, 8 feet tall, but it was just eating people alive, and it just wouldn't let her go.
Yeah, I feel like they show that just to show us, like, no matter how big or small these Titans are, you're just powerless against them. You're not able to do anything.
And they don't digest you; they regurgitate you. So it's like, what's the point of even eating people if you're just gonna throw them up?
Yeah, no, it's definitely a weird concept. And Montana, I've read into the manga as well. Because when I watch episodes, like when they first introduced the Beast Titan, I think that's what they call him. I'm like, all right, who is this guy? And then I don't want to give away any spoilers, but I found out who he was, and I found out what he's all about, and it's like, I'm still lost. Like, I don't know where they're going with this series, what the point of anything is. Excuse me.
Yeah, I caught a cold over the weekend too, man. I feel you.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm just going to have to lay in bed and play Dokkan Battle all day today.
I downloaded it, but I didn't start it yet.
I'm already at level 214. Like, I have a problem. I have an addiction problem.
Is it fast leveling?
What'd you say?
Is it like fast leveling or is it like slow paced?
No, it is not fast leveling at all. Eric playing the same time as me. He's only level 32. Eric, you're pathetic. I can never bring you on a mission with me as one of my friends because you're too low power level. Like you
said,
yeah. Oh man, I just like doing the summons. It's really exciting to get a new character. I'm gonna start that this week. It's all card based. All right, let me see. I'm gonna go to the YouTube comments real quick. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, click that link. Come to Gravy Live. I don't know what's holding you back. Well, actually, some of these people might be on their phones, so they can't do it yet. That's probably what it is. So if you're on your phone, I'm sorry. But I am going back and forth because the phone app will be out soon for Gravy Live. But, I'll come here. New Dragon Ball sucks. Oh, that's not cool. Insta-kill. All right, have fun, Patrick. Crush the
Dragon Ball Super fan for Dragon Ball sucks. Oh man, he's a jerk.
Someone said that I should eat a sensu bean to feel better.
Maybe they would.
I only just got on here, but I'm gonna need your thoughts on how gorgeous the Goku versus Jiren fight was. It was pretty. I agree. Oh, nice, Michael. You'll be 30 on October 17th. I'll be 33 on October 18th. All right, let me see here.
22 in March.
You got a long ways to go. So what do you guys get me for my birthday? You guys don't have to get me anything. You can just click on the contribute button and add to my anime fund.
There you go.
And there's new Dragon Ball Super Pops coming out in January. They got Whis coming out. He looks really cool. They got a future Trunks with the blue hair. Goku Black. Goku Black with the black hair and the gray and black jumpsuit. They got a few. I think there's a Gotenks coming out. Thanks, Juan. Saki, you mean 25? Yeah, I'm gonna be 24. My B-day is this money too. You're gonna be 30 on the 30th. Oh, nice. Month. Oh, month, not money. Here we go. If they make a Jiren one and it has to be big, yeah, I would love to see a Jiren pop. He would probably look normal because he'd have like a big alien head. So let's talk about something totally unrelated. You know, Jiren looks like a gray alien, right? And have you guys ever seen that movie Paul? It's a comedy.
Oh, yeah.
Two British actors who go to like Comic-Cons, and then Seth Rogen plays the alien Paul. And he says something interesting in the movie where he's like, you guys have been fed like propaganda of gray aliens in movies and magazines and comics so that when we finally reveal ourselves, you're not so freaked out by us, you know? And I just think it's funny that Jiren looks like a gray alien. So legit, if gray aliens touch down after everyone's watched this episode of Dragon Ball Super, they would be less likely to be afraid because they'd be like, dude, you look like Jiren. That's so cool. Let's not kill them. Let's say hello.
Dark Boy or Senior Kai Boy or something. He's like, start watching. We do watch Hunter x Hunter. We both finished it, so it's pretty good.
Hunter x Hunter is awesome.
Yeah, we were talking about that last week. It was man, good series. Needs more episodes. Needs another season.
I think the next episode on Adult Swim is the dodgeball game, and I really want to watch that one. I'm gonna record it because that was one of my favorite episodes. When I watched it.
The bungee jump trick. That what's his name again? Hisoka?
Yeah, Suzuka, whatever.
Yeah,
when he when the ball goes all the way back and he flings it forward.
Yeah, that was really good. That was a really intense. I love how everything in that show, everything's really intense. Like chess game, volleyball.
The most intense thing in that show is Hizuko's rapey vibe he gives off whenever he sees Gon and forget his buddy there.
I can't get past that, man. Him and Ribrianne, those two, they're terrible.
Terrible. She's a terrible character. Hi, Scott. I'm here now. Hey, Michael made it over. I'm glad to see you guys switching over from the YouTube. Skating Gear contact you because I asked them for the alcohol video tank top. They told me it's a special one just for Scott. I'm a day older than you. Oh my God. No, you're not a day older than me. I'm gonna be 33. You're gonna be 30. So you're a day and like 2 years younger than me. Let me see if Mark is online. Hold on one second. Mark from Just Saying. No comment. Hey.
Didn't someone draw a poster for you that you're gonna check out?
Yeah. Let's see if Andrew, you got something to show us? Thank you, Michael Blanco. All right, refresh. All right. Cool.
Oh, the Smitty manity. I don't know how to do that.
Oh, the Smitty.
I don't know. I'll work on it. I'll work on my own.
You need to work on your lighting.
Yeah, that too. Or I could just move to a different room. But I don't know how the would work in there. Well,
thanks for coming on, Smitty. I'm gonna bring Andrew on so he can show us his work in progress. You're older than me, Eric.
Pete.
Lexi, you need to get a feature going so more than one person can be brought to stage. Is that gonna happen? Oh yeah. Didn't I say happy birthday to you? I'm pretty sure I did. Did I say happy birthday to you, Eric? Oh, my mom called me. That's okay. Andrew,
I
fix your
got
crap.
down.
Working on it. That'd be so fun to have like 4 people on at once, and we're all just like chatting about stuff. That'd be so cool.
Can you hear me?
Eric, I'm just gonna make sure that in
Can you
my
see me?
contacts I actually have your birthday stored. No, we can't see you. Let's try again.
Can you see me?
I'm gonna remove you from the stage. All right, one more. All right, let me refresh mine, then I'll invite you. And then Eric, we'll get you back on here so we can see what you thought of the ending. Yeah, well, Saki, only if your mom loves you, she'll call. My mom loves me very much.
How about now?
Babe, stop watching my live show.
Can anyone see me now?
Hey, Dragon Ball addict! I'm glad you made it over from YouTube, man. What is it? Great teacher Onizuka. Oh, that sounds pretty cool.
One person can see me.
So Eric, October 2nd, I added your birthday to your contact.
Scott, can you hear me?
Awesome, Michael. Can anybody see Andrew? Because I cannot.
Thanks, Saki.
See you later, Patrick. And guys, if you're watching this on YouTube, there's a link in the info section so you can come to Gravy Live, which is the platform that we're all chatting and talking on. All right, so refreshing worked. I guess let me try refreshing mine. Nope. Oh, yep, there he is. I see him now.
Hey.
If you guys can't see Andrew, just refresh your page. It worked for me.
If you can't see me, then I'm Johnson.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So Andrew, so what tank top did you end up asking Mark for?
I went with the Vegito one, just because I wanted to have like a part of Goku and a part of Vegeta. And then he gave me I got a snapback too. I don't know if he had copied you in the email, but he like threw in a snapback for watching the stream. And
yeah, he told me he was gonna take care of you.
Awesome.
So nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no, Mac's
I'm
a really cool guy.
To getting it.
So let's see this work in progress. I gotta blow my nose again. Sorry.
So I'm doing 7. Oh,
all right, I'm back.
Break.
Oh.
Damn, now I'm even more bummed. Thanks, Andrew. Oh, I know. I'm sorry. So I'm doing 7 drawings. I picked them all out. I picked all my references, and so far
are we gonna see
like
a Super Saiyan
done.
3 Vegeta?
So
whoa!
We are. We're doing Scout Vegeta,
like over 9,000
normal,
Vegeta,
plain Vegeta, Super Saiyan. Yeah, Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, 4, and Super Saiyan
red
God
hair or blue?
Vegeta.
Yeah, because we haven't really seen a rendition of what he would look like red hair.
Yeah. So again, this is just like the base.
Oh, that looks so cool. Can you guys see that?
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out if I want to color only in that, like, with a pencil. I'm using like pencils and stuff, and I always have that sharp thing, but like there's so much fine detail in the color to where it's like if I do like the colored pencil with like what I did with Goku, I might like I might have to like marker or I'll just shade it with pencil.
It's looking
But I have
cool.
to figure that out because then here's
So how
regular Vegeta.
how tall did Vegeta get from like season 1 to to now? Because when you're drawing him,
That is a
I
good
feel like
question.
his scouter appearance, like
She was a
yeah, like
little.
he gained
She
like
was a
3 feet.
shrimp.
Eric, are you jealous? That
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe cycling on
yeah, right.
Trembolone, going all to
Eric,
his
you and I could dress
joints,
up as
all his
Vegeta for
bones.
Halloween. You could be training will get you bigger. Eric, you can be Scouter Vegeta, and I'll be like Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, and it'll work because you're shorter than me.
But getting all the details is hard because with this it was all blown up and everything, and I was able to get all those fine
But it almost
details.
becomes
But
a struggle of
um,
when it's a smaller drawing, too much detail doesn't look good. Which I watch a lot of that show, Ink Master, and
yeah,
they that's what sometimes that's what usually throws them off. Like the tattoo will be like this big, and they put so much detail in the face that the face just looks like busted. So you got to be really nice, Michael. I got yours too. I remember it.
if anyone just saw, I just totally poured water all over my shirt and pants. But maybe people missed that. But yeah, like I'm basically because some of the reference images were like different sizes, so I basically kind of all put them uh, either scaled them up or scaled them down so that they're all when you have all 7 things side by side, you can see that
Yeah,
the
no, I think that was
frame
really
is the
smart to do.
same at the height. So yeah, each base thing takes like a couple hours. So I'm kind of just trying to do like a couple a week. Um, but I'm waiting until they're all. I'm gonna draw all of them before I like commit to like an actual whether I'm doing color or
What do you
not
do? So
or
you
whatever.
sketch them
So
all out, and then do you like put them? Do you trace them to the actual paper you're gonna do so that they line up the way you want?
no, let me grab it. So what I'm doing is you see like
Yeah, yeah.
the squares, the lines. So what I've done is I take all the images and I put them into Photoshop and I essentially slice them up proportionately. And so then I uh, take like I have a ruler and I just measure out the paper. So I'm doing like a little section at a time, just eyeballing it. Um, but yeah, I'm making sure that all the dimensions
Damn,
and
that sounds
everything
like
are
a
all going
ton
to
of
be
work.
proportionate. Yeah, it
No,
I don't know. It's kind of
to be honest
therapeutic in
with
some
you,
ways.
I miss drawing because for me it was very therapeutic to like the drawing I showed you, like to do that. Like that's why I build stuff. Like that's why I'll build random things. Just it's therapeutic for me to do something constructive with my hands. Like, even this whole room was putting this together was very therapeutic. Like, let me show you guys my you see my TV over
Oh
there
yeah.
in that entertainment center, like how it's suspended in the air. Like that was such a pain in the ass because I had to not only get it centered, I had to build it, but then I had to like cut holes in specific spots to run all the wires behind the wall, so like they're not all hanging and jumbled up. Live stream Crids edition.
Yeah.
Maybe when the phone app comes out, so I can actually walk around the house, I'll give you guys a tour of some cool stuff.
So I know you did like a little while back. You were like putting in like new
Yeah,
cabinets and
yeah. I
stuff,
got
and doing your
I
floor.
built Actually, I'll show
And
you guys if you guys want to see it real quick. Hold on 1 second. It's the Andrew Show right now.
the Andrew Show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Andrew Show.
He's gonna do some cock magic.
Oh, the Andinity.
Have you guys seen that
You can
episode on
live
South
right
Park?
here, folks.
They have it on a couple times. It was the cock magic show where the kids were having the chickens instead of doing cock fights. They were doing they were playing Magic the Gathering with chickens. But Randy thought it was actual cock magic where he did like a magic show with his penis. So funny. What is it? The Magically Randy? Is that what his name was? Or something like that? Oh my god.
Something like that. Just
Yeah.
Take the fidget spinner. Take the fidget spinner. Spin. I can't even talk.
The
The spinner of fidgetness.
Let's see if you guys can see. That's where
The
the
fidget
cabinets
spinner
were
of
out there.
destiny.
That little area. It's like the
Oh yeah.
little popcorn area, there's a little fridge out there. Kind of. Oh,
Got your
dude,
light
like you
bulb
guys,
gains too.
when you put daylight LED light bulbs in every fixture in your house, it just makes your house 100 times brighter. It's so good. Oh, that's true, Michael. I saw that.
Lighting
I am going to
is
be
everything.
live streaming that too. The new South Park game finally comes out October 17th. Man, that was supposed to come out of like March of this year. And I think it was even supposed to come out earlier than that. Like that game got pushed so much. But the first game got pushed a lot too. Did you play the first South Park game, Stick of Truth, Andrew? Oh, it's so funny. Like they push it. Yeah, they pushed the release because they just kept adding stuff to it. It's such a fun game to play.
Right.
Oh, dude, it's ridiculous. I just gave it to my brother to play.
Man, I'll have to get the second one. Oh, maybe I'll ask Santa.
Yeah, it's wicked hilarious.
They need a Scott.
I would
Herman
love
in
to
South
do
Park. That
a
would
guest
be
appearance
interesting.
on there. They've had quite a few guest appearances on there.
They have.
Oh, there's a new Lord of the
they're all
Rings game
great.
coming out. I had no idea.
Yeah, it's yeah. That it looked good too. I didn't
Have you-
play the one from a couple years ago.
Have you guys ever seen
But-
the deleted scenes with not Ben Affleck, Ben Stiller and Vince Vaughn? Is that his name, Vince Vaughn? Yeah. Did you ever see
There is a Vince
the
Vaughn.
deleted scene of him those two guys talking to the director of Lord of the Rings? It was like after the third movie, once the credits were done rolling, I have a special edition that Erica got me. Have you guys not seen this?
No, I haven't. But and Lord of the Rings is
Oh my
favorite,
God, you
like,
guys have
expensive
got it. I
trilogy.
mean, you maybe wouldn't have seen it unless you waited until after the credits of the special edition. So like it's Ben Stiller and Vince Vaughn. They're talking to him and they're like so like we're thinking like a sextile or something like for 3 more movies. So and he's like but the ring was
Right.
destroyed at the
Yeah.
end, and then they're like yeah, but what if it wasn't? And they're like, but it was. And they're like, but what if it wasn't? And they keep doing this.
Have you seen the how it should have ended?
Yeah,
Lord of the
they
Rings.
they just fly and drop off the ring and the.
Yeah. They're like have their pants down and like Sauron freaking ass in their faces.
Yeah, no, how it should have
That's
ended
funny.
is some cool stuff. I just want to show you guys. Erica got me this. This is like one of the
Yeah.
first movies gifts she ever got me.
That is, yeah, I have that in my Amazon cart. Or my
Yeah,
wish
so
list on,
this
like,
one is really
Blu-ray.
cool.
I love the stuff like that, like the collectible stuff with the maps, and you have the nice casing and all the bonuses.
Well, if you watch
It's
the last
really,
movie,
really
Return
awesome.
of the King, you'll be able to see that clip. Or you can probably find it on
Right.
YouTube too. Just type in like Ben Stiller Lord of the Rings. And then they're like, there's still a lot of story, with the whole like Frodo and Sam, love connection. So
Right?
yeah,
I think that could be explored in South Park.
I would love. Oh well, there was no episode of South. So my god, my godson
there
was
was no
born
episode
on
two.
October 4th. So I'm now. Thank you. I'm now a godfather,
Yeah, so,
and then
congratulations.
so my older brother George watches South Park too, and so we're at the hospital, and thank you, Smitty. So I'm like, so what are you guys gonna do for the rest of the night? And my brother was like, he's like, little George, he's gonna watch his first episode of South Park. Yeah, really.
Starting
So
him off real
I
young.
texted him because I'm like, I gotta go home so I can watch it too. And then I texted him. I was like, there's no new episode tonight.
I know. I was looking at it. They did that. They've been doing that for like a couple years, but on like Thursday, I was like going online to watch the episode, and I was like, darn, there was no episode this week. But I guess only a few more days, and we'll have 3 more, and then they'll take a week off, and then
Yeah,
another 3.
I can't
Or
wait.
maybe
Hey,
4.
do any of you guys play Super Smash Bros. On the Wii U at all? Do you have?
Yes.
Do you have it? Because
I have played it.
I'm thinking I might live stream some Wii U Smash later.
I think my brother has it. My youngest brother, he has Wii U, and I think he has the.
I wonder if
has
there's a
the-
way to do that through here, Lexi. I mean, have you guys experimented yet with live streaming through Gravy? I guess would it work? I know I haven't picked up Injustice 2 yet, but it looks cool.
I really want them to make a like open world.
Commercial break.
Oh, blowing his nose. Did anyone play the Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction on PlayStation 2?
I haven't
came out in
played that.
2005.
Miss Lord says yeah.
That was literally like one of my absolute all-time favorite PS2 games ever.
What made it so good?
Then they came out with. It was just like, so it was open world, but there was so much you could do. Like there were so many different like upgrades for the Hulk, like different moves you could unlock, and it was actually like challenging too. It was not an easy game per se, but there was just so much in terms of like move set, and that really added a lot of like value to the game.
Sorry, wife was leaving the room. Yeah, I like games like that. It kind of reminds me of when I first played Devil May Cry 3. I was like instantly addicted to that for the same reason, because there was so many different moves and so many different guns, and it wasn't really easy. Like even the bosses, they were a lot of like rinse and repeat in terms of like tactics to kill them, but they weren't like super easy to beat either.
Yeah, and then like they in 2008, because they had the 2008 Hulk movie with Edward Norton, and they came out with a game based off the movie, and it just was not good. And then here we are over a decade later, and I'm waiting for like a new like Incredible Hulk game, like what they're doing with Spider-Man, and that looks really promising.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, Montana. Yeah, and speaking of Edward Norton, I mean that guy got the shit end of the stick. Him and Terrence Howard. Is it Terrence Howard? Who was the first roadie in Iron Man? It's Terrence Howard, right?
I don't know. I know that it changed.
So Terrence Howard was the first roadie. Cheadle. Yeah, like how screwed over did him and Edward Norton? And I tried to figure out why Edward Norton was not kept as the Hulk, because that backstory is the same Hulk, but they just changed the main guy. and they had some bullshit where they're like, oh, Edward Norton doesn't work well with other people or something like that. I'm like, this is so far from the truth. Like, that dude looks like the most chill guy ever. Like, give me a break.
Yeah, too many actor changes or actors it can throw you off in certain ways. Not to say that Mark Ruffalo, I mean, I think he's done a great job, but like after a while, it's just like, is this the same dude?
Yeah, I don't know. I like him too. He looks like he's gonna be really funny in the new Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm really looking forward to that.
Let's see here, Miss Lorette. Edward Norton is great. Yeah, I agree. All right, guys. Well, I need to go do like some decongesting. I don't even know. My face is like exploding from being sick, but yeah.
Do you have oil of oregano?
What is that?
Oil of oregano. It's the oil of oregano.
Like lather your body in it, and makes you feel good.
So you can take it orally, because they come in like a pill. I mean, I think it comes in liquid form, or you can get it in like a pill form. What you can do is if you take like a cup of really, really hot water and then put one of these pill things of the oil of oregano in, and it'll heat up and it'll burst. So the oil will mix with the water and it'll create a very interesting smell. And if you get in close and like inhale the steam, it'll clear all that up because it's very antimicrobial, bacterial, fungal. I've done it myself.
Sounds like something I should be doing. Like, look at my face right now, guys. I look like, I don't even know. I look like I just woke up.
Like a puff pastry.
This is what got me out of bed this morning. Like, I woke up and I looked at my clock on my phone and I was like, ah, shit, I feel horrible. But I have a live show in an hour and a half. I'm like, oh, gotta get out of bed and just get it done. So you guys got me here today. So thank you for that. So I'm thinking, guys, next week, maybe next Saturday or Sunday, I gotta coordinate with the wife because she's probably gonna do her live show as well. To do the next live show in my studio, and I thought it would be really cool to, like, you know, we can go over like exercise stuff, workout stuff. We can even have like some fun polls where, you know, everyone kind of says, you know, what they're interested in, and we can see what gets like voted as number one, number two, etc. But you know, this is all still like an experiment for me in terms of how these live shows are going to go, which I like because, I don't know, I enjoy so much more like bringing you guys on stage and chatting with you guys and like having banter back and forth. Like, that's what a live show I think should be. You know, it shouldn't just be me like for an hour just talking about nothing. I think it's boring. I wouldn't watch me for an hour. I don't know. Yeah, you know. I mean,
I would.
I try to keep it interesting, but I just feel like, you know, having you guys come on stage, and I hope that in time more of you, you know, feel comfortable enough to come on stage and hang out and chat and talk about different things. Thanks, Saki and Maki Mak. That means a lot.
Right.
But yeah, I'm really excited to see your drawing, Andrew. So every time we do a live show, you're gonna have to show us your progress.
I'll update you. The next one I got is Super Saiyan 1 Vegeta. I'm looking at it right now, and he's posing like almost like how Goku stretches. Okay. And like this, and then the legs spread out wide. So that'll be cool. It's all ready to go. I have the paper cross-sectioned.
Oh, good.
I did that.
You got a week. Oh, someone says, I hope you don't miss Majin Vegeta. Uh-oh. You might have to add somebody.
Yeah, I'm going to draw it on Super Saiyan.
I think that's your best bet.
Oh, yeah. The Super Saiyan 2 one looks freaking vicious. Like, I'm looking at it right now, and it's like, it wants to, like, eat my soul.
Yeah, you got homework. One Piece, Sword Art, and DBS/South Park.
Right. And I need to catch up. I need to watch Dragon Ball Super because I wanted to binge watch it all in like a day.
And you won't
It's
be
not
able
possible.
to. You're gonna have to like start now and get caught up. You don't even know what this means.
Yeah.
That's how far
Yeah.
behind you are. You don't even know what this means. That's pathetic.
Right? Yeah, I
I'm not
saw that.
pointing at my nipple.
I mean, I had it drawn on.
Yeah, you have it
right-
drawn,
Oh,
but you
jeez.
don't know the meaning.
Right there.
Wait,
But
show me the symbol.
yeah, and I saw them on the.
Show me the symbol again
Say
on
that
the
again?
on the shirt. It looked a little off. All right, yeah, it looks good.
I saw it on the store too.
All right, well, I'm gonna jump off, guys. Hey, I'm really happy that you all joined me today. Definitely, highlight of my days, chat with you guys and hang out and stuff. So, yeah, I will be back soon. If you haven't clicked the blue follow button, make sure you go up on the top right of the screen and click that. That'll notify you when I schedule my next shows. But I mean, for the most part, they're going to be on the weekends, like Saturday or Sunday, kind of like around this time. I feel like that's a good time for everybody. So, and then once the phone app comes out, like in a week or so, no matter where you guys are, you can join in on the fun. So we'll look forward to that too. But thank you again, Andrew. Looking forward to seeing you progress.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for having me. Are you sure you just don't
I'm gonna
have to blow your nose
but yeah.
again?
I'll get some oil of oregano.
Oil of oregano.
All right, guys. Eric, I'm gonna give you a call on the phone once I end this. So look out for that. All right, guys. Have a great weekend. I'll see you soon. Thanks for coming on again too, Smitty.
Thanks, Scott. See ya.
I forgot how to end the show. Oh, here we go. Bye, guys.